Hey everyone, Nick Majera here with LoanSites, and I'm here to talk to you about how to get your mortgage website on the first page of Google, and the easy way really, it's through Google Places, and I'm going to be discussing the differences between Google Places and actual Google SEO. So stay tuned and I'll talk to you in a second. Hey guys, all right, so let me just do I just did a quick search for Chicagoland mortgage banker. All right, so it seems like a good search, and what I'm going to be teaching you is how these guys got on this spot here. And I'm willing to bet you go to their website and it's not a SEO website or anything like that. They're not actually ranking. So the first search that's actually going to come up is an ad, and so you know it's an ad because it says ad right now. So this company here, they're actually paying to be on that spot. So they're probably paying a lot of money as well. So we do have a post about the best Google AdWords to actual rank for in the mortgage industry, and so follow that blog post on our LoanSite website. So on this video, we're going to actually talk about these three. How did these three companies get here? And they're actually above the actual just organic SEO rankings. So this is actually my personal website here. If you guys don't know, I'm actually I have a mortgage branch as well, and so we're number one on the actual organic search for Chicagoland mortgage banker. But these three are showing above us because they're on Google Places, and then this one's showing above us because they're on Google AdWords. So I'm going to show you how to get these three. And so if you look here, I have another search here. I just did a more of a local search, Barrington Mortgage. Again, we have an actual paid advertisement here. Then we have this Google Places, and you see here we got two big companies, Barrington Mortgage Corporation and Wintrust, on here. But then we have our I would say our little branch as well. It's on here as well. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And then if you scroll down, there's also local SEO, and so again, these big companies, they're really going for the local market here, and then we got one here as well. So I believe we're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's interesting because we used to be number one. So there's a couple things we're going to have to adjust, but again, we're going to be talking about how to do this right here, and it's not as hard as you think it is. So if you want to be number one, on the actual SEO, which we highly recommend, hire us, hire LoanSites and our professional package. We're going to do a ton of stuff to actually get you number one and on that first page of Google. So for the price of less than a coffee a day, really. So that's a no-brainer because all these SEO companies are charging an arm and a leg. But on that Google Places, what we're going to be showing you how to do is basically going through 4 different steps, and they're pretty simple steps. There is one step you might have to pay something for, step 4. So I just want to preface you for that. Now, I also want to preface you as well as what's the point of actually being found on Google? It's to actually get traffic on your website. And then what's the point of traffic on your website? The only point is to actually convert that traffic into leads. And so you need a great call to action on your website that's actually going to convert that traffic into leads. And again, if you don't know how to do that, hire a company. We are going to take care of all the nitty-gritty stuff for you on your mortgage, digital marketing. And I do have an awesome in-depth article about the best, highest converting mortgage call to action on your website. So feel free to browse through that, and I teach you how to do that as well. But again, your time is worth money. I believe you're in the mortgage industry, not to do tutorials and digital marketing step-by-step guides, but it's to close loans. It's to actually follow up with clients, to update your referral partners, to take in referrals, and so the digital marketing stuff to us. Again, it's the cost of less than a coffee a day. So we do this all for you. But anyway, step 1, make sure your profile, your actual Google Places profile is 100% complete. This is a no-brainer, guys. So when you're actually going to go on your Google page, make sure this is 100% complete. So you want your name on there, you want your full address, your phone number, your times of operations. There's a place to update photos, so you want to post a bunch of photos on there as well. You don't have to update those all the time, but at least have something on there to start with, and make sure this is fully complete. Link your website, your address, and all that stuff. Now when you actually create this, you're just going to do a quick Google search for like Google Places sign up, and that's where you actually are gonna find that. If you don't know where to go, just do that, a quick search, Google for Business or Google Places, and that'll be one of the first things that come up, and you can actually fill out a business profile to actually show up on Google here. And when you do that, they're actually gonna send a postcard to the address you put on there, and so make sure it's a real address. I would imagine you guys know this, but you don't want to put a fake address, just to make it look like you're in a certain area when you're really not. So do your real address, because they're actually going to verify that, and they're going to send you a postcard with a little unique code, and you're going to have to tell them the code. So step number 1, simple, easy peasy, create a profile, make sure it is 100% complete. Excuse me. All right, guys. Step number 2, make sure all your profiles are very consistent. For instance, let's see this address here, 509 West Old Northwest Highway. So highway, I abbreviated that to be HWY. Now, the actual, algorithms on Google and search engine optimization companies, HWY is different than the word spelled out, highway. And so I don't want highway to be spelled out on one profile, but then HWY on my other profiles. I want every single profile I have to be all 100% consistent. If you're listing your office phone number on some profiles, but then you have your cell phone number on other profiles, it's no good. You want to have the exact same number and the exact same profile on every single social media site, and every single, everything you do online, your website, all has to be consistent. The same exact spelling, 100% consistent on everything. So that's step number 2. A lot of you, this is simple stuff, so I would hope that that's already happening. So there you go. All right, step number 3, we want some Google reviews. You see here we're showing 20 reviews. It's interesting because Barrington Mortgage Corporation, they're showing 0 reviews, and Wintrust, they're showing 0 reviews as well. They're ranking on there because they're big corporations. They're gonna a ton of traffic on their websites for various reasons, and so Google's placing them on that. But we've had to fight for this, and so you're gonna want at least, I would say, 6 online Google reviews, so Google Places reviews. I imagine a lot of you, you have past clients, you can just send them, your Google Places review link, and you can just ask them to write a quick review, and you'll get that pretty quickly. Whatever you do, don't buy fake reviews. It's interesting how Google, they know where we are always, so they can track fake reviews. So don't buy any fake reviews. It's worth it just to, just grind it out. And if 6 reviews is tough for you, maybe ask a friend or a family or someone like that you've actually worked with, and get a review from them. Someone you know is going to give you a review, and a good review. So you're going to want at least 6 reviews. It's going to help you a ton. So step 1, 2, and 3, pretty simple. Let's hope so. Step number 4, it's a little more complicated. That's why I say you might want to just pay for someone to do it. So it's called citations. So basically what this is, it is different places online that are going to be listing your website. So I have 3 different citation companies here. These first 2 are the first 2 I really recommend you go to. Fiverr, as a last resort, I guess. But what these actually do is they actually list your website on various networks. So if we scroll down here, I'm just going to show you an example. So 247onlinenetwork.com, you're going to be listed on there. ablocal.com, you'll be listed on there. angeslist.com, that's a big one, obviously. They're going to list you on there. B2B yellowpages.com, they're going to list you. bbb.org, they're going to list you. Bing Places, they're going to list you. All these different sites are all going to be listed. You're going to be listed on all these sites. And so what it's going to do is it's going to show Google that that you're, you know, basically a real company, that all these sites are going to be listing you guys, and that's that. You know, with those 4 steps, you are going to be on your way to being, you know, on this Google Places list here. The cool thing is that actually helps your website SEO as well, having more sites give you backlinks and link into your website, so that's great as well. And yeah, guys, so you know, hopefully you learned something here. You know, if nothing else, give us a call, shoot us a message. I know we, you know, if you don't want to give us a call, you can just click this little Facebook message here and you can just talk to us on Facebook. I also have a tutorial of how you can add that on your mortgage website as well. And, you know, we're here to help you guys. So, you know, whether that's just you kind of learning from our tutorials and implementing some things, or realizing, hey, you know what, it's worth it to hire LoanSites to actually do this all for me, because I can then spend my time elsewhere and let the pros do what they do best. So anyway, feel free to reach out to me, and hope you guys have a great day. God bless, and I'll talk soon. Bye-bye.